It's Friday and it's time to have a paint party. Today I'm feeling like being a little courageous, I guess, and want to do an experiment, something that I have been wanting to try, and so I'm going to try today. I am going to attempt to do 2 reverse dip flowers on this 12 by 16 inch canvas. And not only that, I'm going to do an unusual background color. So I'm feeling like I need to celebrate the fact that I've felt spring in the air this week, and it's pretty important for me, and I'm sure a lot of others, that we get a little feeling of hope given the circumstances in the world today that could cause you to not feel so hopeful. But I'm holding on to every shred of positivity that I can these days, and this painting is my donation or my contribution to bringing some hope and beauty into the world. The colors that I'm going to be using will be provided in the description. We're going to cross our fingers and hope this goes well. If not, it's something I will continue to practice at, because it's something that I would like to master. I haven't seen anybody else do it, and it's something that I want to try. And I'm always challenging myself to learn something new. So here we go. From looking at it, I want to maybe move this one over just a tad. Like I said, this is an experiment. I've not done this before, so we'll see how it goes. I'm also going to, instead of starting out with my color like I normally do, I'm going to start out with my white pearl. I'm not going to be blowing on this like I normally do. I don't have that much breath. We'll just hope that it goes well. Or I could use a turkey baster. That would be a good idea, maybe, to kind of help it along because of that dip in the cup. Okay. And I don't want to make this video last forever, so you got to be willing to push the boundaries. If you're always doing what you see someone else do, or something that you've done before, you're playing it safe, and artists in general don't do that normally, because we like to create. And if you're always doing the same thing or only doing what you saw somebody else do, you're limiting your creativity. I might pour this and turn my canvas. That's something I've been doing with my small ones. I didn't know how that was going to work out with this bigger canvas, but we'll see how it goes. Did level out my canvas. I always do before I start, but it just tends to still need turned. And don't ask me why, it just does. I'd like to figure out why, but that has evaded me so far. So let's see if I can move this. I'm not going to do it quarter turns like I've been doing, since this is a rectangular instead of a square canvas. I normally do square canvases. Okay, now last color. Oops, dripping, not good. Given that I'm doing this unusual background, it will probably require me to repaint the sides, but that's okay. I'm willing to do that in order to have something different. Okay, I'm going to try doing another round before I turn it. I thought about doing one higher on the canvas than the other to make it give it an asymmetrical look, more natural as far as flowers go. But I was too afraid of it going over on me. So we'll see how this goes. This being my first attempt at this, maybe I'll try that at, another time. I'm probably going to maybe do some embellishment along the sides. I think I am going to have to turn this, maybe a quarter turn this time, and see how that goes. I hope you guys are seeing it. Let me see what it looks like in the camera. Okay. It's a little wonky, but okay. This one's going over the side on me. I'm going to try and make this quick. Okay. This one's got a lot more white in the middle, but that's what is going to give it some character, is it not being exactly the same. Okay, to spray my napkins real quick. Okay. Now, I believe I'm going to do it like this. Oh, shoot. Well, that was a mess up. We'll see how that messed it up. We'll see. It slipped out of my hand. Oh, well. What can you do? Stuff happens, right? And you gotta just go with it. And we'll see how it looks. If it don't look any good, we'll try over. Probably not in this video. This is taking a while. Okay, I can't believe I did that. That's never happened before. But, you know, I am in a kind of in a hurry is probably why that happened. I was hurrying because trying to get them both covered with the napkin before my paint got to moving too much on me. Okay, let's try this one first. Really, really wet. Extremely wet this way. Look at this, is totally collapsed on me. So I'm going to have to do the best I can. All right. Slowly. There we go. Okay. Kind of dribbled. We might have to do some dipping with this middle. Let's just give it a minute. You know how they do if you've watched these, it takes time. You have to give it a little time. Okay, well, that one's working. I'm gonna do this one. Okay, it's just really, really wet. That's the hard part of this. This is extremely wet. Got a lot more canvas, therefore a lot more paint. Okay. Let's give that a few minutes. This did something weird there with the way I pulled it up. I'm not going to say that it's a loss at this point yet, or a fail, or whatever word you want to give it. These often look like a fail when you first take the napkin off. So be expecting that. If you've not done these and you want to try it, expect for it to look like a fail when you first take the napkin off. That is just pretty much a given. Given the way that this technique works, where you're waiting for a chemical reaction to happen with your paints, it takes a few minutes. Okay, I'm going to stop with, I can do that in a few minutes depending on what I'm planning to do with this. I'm going to give some dips or something because I'm not happy with it by any means. We do got some cells coming up and stuff, but we don't, the formation of proper looking leaves is not happening. Sometimes that becomes more apparent after a little time, but I'm not liking this weirdness. It's a lot of cells, but it just doesn't look like a leaf or you know, a petal. I pushed too hard, got down to the green. I really didn't want green in any of it except the middle, and getting some in little pieces. That's not a big problem, but I'm not that concerned about it that much. This one, the one I actually dropped the napkin on before I got it laid down. I'm actually liking it better. I like the middle of this one better, but this one, I should have left that alone. Now I've got that, it doesn't look right. I'll try dipping it again, see if it helps any. It didn't help it any. I do have the option of possibly scraping this one and redoing this one. If I'm going to keep this at all. I'm going to go ahead and take the camera down and give you guys a close-up. Like I said before, I don't want to make this too long, and this was an experiment. I'm probably going to scrape it and try again, to be honest, but I'm not going to include that on this. But I'll let you see how it turned out. As I said, this is something I want to continue to work on, so, but it does have some pretty effects. Lots of nice lacing and cells. And pretty colors. Purple is my favorite color, so that has a lot to do with why I chose these colors. This one turned out pretty good. I didn't think it would after dropping the napkin on it. I'm pulling it up and then laying it down again, but it turned out pretty good, actually. Not too bad for the first time of trying two of them like this. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'm going to have to do some, you know, touch up with getting rid of some of this stray color that's bled into that doesn't look good. You know, I'll clean that up some. And then, I don't know, the more I look at this, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. What do you guys think? How do you think it turned out for my first attempt at doing two flowers? And if I keep this, I will, like I said before, do some embellishments around the edges to add some interest, do some greenery looking stuff or something like that. But I'll probably wait until after it's dried to do that. It's so hard to try and do it when it's wet and it look well. So I haven't done that before. I've usually tried to add the embellishments while it was still wet. Well, this time I'm going to wait until it's dry. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this. Give me a thumbs up if you did, and leave me a comment, any questions. Please feel free to share with your friends and family, and if you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Enjoy having more people to interact with on this channel, and I'm hoping to get my painting journey more involved with others. So I live a pretty solitary life, and this is my only social interaction pretty much. So I hope to see you at the next party, and you all take care. Bye. Okay guys, just a quick update for what's going on with this painting. I did end up scraping one of the blooms and redid it, and I decided to do it smaller, as you probably can tell, so that we can have some asymmetrical look to this. I thought the two flowers that were the same size beside each other looked a little weird, so I think it turned out okay. I will still be doing some embellishments in the negative space after it dries, at least the background dries. And you guys will see that when I do the showcase video. But for now, I just wanted to show you. This is how the one I redid turned out. It is smaller. Looks pretty though, doesn't it? Lots of cells. And this one over here has I've kind of modified the edges because it had spread out pretty bad and looked a little uneven and such, but it looks a lot better now. Hope you guys like it. I will close for now. Hope to see you again soon for my next paint party. Bye.